Hello there and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be going through all of my Inktober illustrations. So we have this nice stack to work with right here, plus a couple separate illustrations that are in my sketchbook. For my first 10 days of Inktober, I was following the official Inktober prompts, and I was kind of developing a bit of a storyline with them. So for day 1 was poisonous. And if you want to see the stories and kind of more in detail about these, I have a video for each of the first few individual illustrations on my channel, so I'll link those in the description, or you could just go to my Inktober playlist. And then number 2 was tranquil. Number 3 is roasted, and I think this is one of my favorites. I just like the composition in general. Number 4 is spell. Number 5 was chicken. Number 7 was egg. No, this is number 6, which is drooling. And then number 7 was exhausted. Number 8 is star, and this is one of my favorite ones that I did in the sketchbook because I really like the contrast between the whole black sky in the background and then the light mountain, and plus these little trees and guys peeking out into the darkness of the background. Number 9 is precious, and this is another one of my favorites. It went through so many ugly stages and it was so frustrating, but in the end I'm very happy with it, and I feel like all the lines and the details and stuff kind of give it a comic book vibe, I guess, comic book style, if you will. And I believe this is the last one, so this is number 10, and it is the prompt cruel. No, it's not. It's the prompt flowing. And yep, that is the last one. And now we'll get into my individual illustrations. So this is Rocket, and for the first couple I actually wrote a little bit of a poem on the back, so if you want you can read that or pause it if you'd like. And then day 12 was flag. Day 13 was planet. Day 14 was groceries. Day 15 was koala, and this is when I started to get really excited about actually drawing animals. I've never really drawn animals before, or never really had success with it, so this was a whole lot of fun, and I really like the contrast between the plants and the background, so this is something I'd really like to do more in the future, draw more animals in this style, I guess. And then 16 was confetti. I feel like the actual painting of this was a cop-out in a way, since it's so simple, but I did do a little animation, which I will put right here to show you my confetti. And then 17 was mustard. I'm not a fan of this. I kind of smudged the paint everywhere, here and there, and I really rushed it. Not a fan, to be honest. And then 18 was volcano. My mind went a little bit crazy with this one, and I actually designed this whole turtle lion from the Avatar The Last Airbender world. So it is a air lion turtle, if that's a thing, and I kind of designed my own type instead of copying it directly from the show, And you can see it has little tiny volcanoes on its back. And then 19 was sticks, and I decided to draw joysticks instead of actual sticks because that's honestly the first thing that just popped into my mind with that one. Number 20 was letter. I'm not the biggest fan of this one. I did it really quickly because I had a pretty busy weekend, so I rushed through this one. And then 21 was cloud. I really like this one because I didn't use any black. I did the base layer with gray and then I added color over top, so I really like how this is much different from all the other ones that I have. And then 22 is tonic. So if you don't know, tonic is actually a music term, and it is the first note in the scale, or kind of, yeah, I guess the first note in the scale. So I made a little chord pattern here ending on the tonic, or the one chord, and then the birdie is kind of just supposed to be singing or something. I don't know. It's an abstract idea, if you will. And then 23 was forest. What I had a lot of fun with this October is creating all of my own little plants and stuff. So I started off with these weird little swirly things in my first couple pages with my little story, and then I just slowly developed all these own plants in my head and kind of created this weird plant world. I don't know, it was really fun experimenting and coming up with stuff. And then, what is this, number 24 was playground, and then instead of doing a typical classical playground, I drew my desk, because that is my playground. And I have my keyboard and all of my crazy art supplies and some of my plant friends. And then 25 was day. And I really love how simple but contrasting the colors are and how bold it is. I really like this guy. And then to go with that was night. So I did sun for day and then the moon for night. It's actually supposed to go this way. So this is number 26, night. And then 27 was birdhouse. I had a lot of fun with this one and doing the colors and kind of really playing with the color scheme here. 28 was map. And as you can see, I'll bring you a little bit closer here. I burned the edges just a bit, and I also kind of just made it a little bit smoky and crusty around the edges so it looked like a cool map. And very much inspired by Lord of the Rings. I actually have a big fat Lord of the Rings book edition, and in the back it has like 10 pages of different maps and stuff, so I used a lot of those pages as a reference. 29 was fast, and I was a little bit stuck on this at first since it was an abstract idea rather than all the concrete ideas and objects that were previous prompts. So I decided to have more fun with painting animals, and I decided to do hummingbirds because they are definitely fast. And then number 30 was bread, and I really like this one. Again, I used a more painterly style with my inks, and yeah. And then the last one is number 31, and this one was bones. I'm not the happiest on this one, but I am happy that I actually finished all of my Inktober pieces. So there is that, the little fish bones and little creepy guys over here, plus the snake. And that is, or rather those are all of my Inktober illustrations. So some of them are hit or miss, but a lot of them I am very much proud of, yes. So I'm really proud of that I actually finished all of the Inktober prompts every single day, and I posted all of them over on my Instagram. So if you want a more closer detailed look of them, go check me out there at ursa.allen, the same way it's spelled here. And I think that is all. So thank you very much for watching, and stick around, subscribe for more if you're interested, and I'll see you later. Toodles!